welcome to another Legend of Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer for Monday, February 16th. Tonight we're going to mix it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time tonight to finish it, but we're going to try to do a regular open world randomizer. We're going to switch it up a little bit from doing what we've been doing lately, Triforce hunts. So tonight we're going to try something a little different and see how far we get. Something tells me we are going to need probably 4+ hours to finish this, and I got maybe 2.5 to 3 hours tonight available. So we're going to give this a go and see how we progress. And Thursday we'll see if we can get a little bit further on this type of randomizer. Because like I said, I don't know if we're going to take 3 hours or 4 hours to complete it. It could take even longer than that. But we're going to give this a go. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to set this up like we always do. I don't know if I set the eggplant to it this time around, but we're going to find out. Haha, we do have eggplant tonight. So let's set up our Zelda tracker for the evening. I do have the wrong color eggplant, so boom, now we have the right color eggplant for the game this evening. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to start our house, and we're just going to go from there. First piece up is a $20 bill. So, welcome in everybody from YouTube, from Kick, and of course everybody from Twitch. I am your host for the evening, Retrovision. So if we're watching this VOD, glad you guys can join us after the fact. Always a pleasure to have everybody on board. If you're in tonight and just want to lurk, this is a lurk approved zone. So feel free to lurk as much as you want. Like I said, just kick back, relax, have something chill to drink, and just hang out in probably the most chill part of Hyrule. So we already got ourselves a heart piece already and $20. And now we're up to 2 heart pieces and $20. Full of magic. Now, I don't know if this is all going to get mixed up on the map, so we'll take a peek at the map real quick. Looks like we have green pendant up on mountain, desert has the blue pendant, and Eastern Palace is going to have the 3rd crystal. So, the 2 red crystals that we're going to need for the Mega Bomb are both sitting over in the Dark World. Once again, I'm going to have to play carefully with the lack there of a lantern, hoping for a light source early on. And the 5 things we always look for: the lantern, we look for the flippers, we look for the moon pearl, the gloves, and the mirror. Those are our top 5 items that we're always looking for at the beginning of any seed. And we are going to see how we make out with it. Two keys, so that should get us through this section of the castle. And we're just going to take it nice and easy here. We're not going to do anything too crazy. Us eggplants don't like doing anything too crazy. The other thing that I want to find early on, if I can, is find some bombs. I'd like to find a couple of bombs early on. Now we're going to see what we come across. I would also like to come across 100 rupees, so when we get to the merchant. Red boomerang. That's what we want to see. We actually have a weapon of some type that we can use. And that could save us a little bit when dealing with the guy with the ball and chain. Let's see, this is going to look the way I want it to. That is not how that's supposed to go. Okay, early death, got it out of the way. And now we're just going to do this way I normally do, just pick up the pots and throw two of them at the guard. I wanted to see if that was going to work nicely, and it just did not do what I wanted to do. Did not know it was not an eggplant-friendly zone. So since we are good to go here, we're just going to speed run through here. Boots is something I would like to find, but I'm not worried if I don't find them early on. We'll just take it from there and see how it goes. This is also a mildly backseating, so if anybody has any suggestions, I'm open to them within reason. This is where we come together and work together as a team to get through what we need to get through as quickly as possible. I am not what you would call the best player at this game. It's been many years and picked it up and starting to rebuild my abilities, but now we're just going to do what we always do. Pick up a pot, come over here, throw it at the guy, retreat, pick up the other one, and just defeat him. It's just easier to do it that way. Okay, we got 300 rupees. That's as much as I'm going to get out of here right now. If I get the silver glove, if we get the glove, we'll be able to do the back of escape. Those are the bombs I need. That will get me to my 2 bombing sites over in Karika Village. And that would let me also bomb the 3rd area that I would use to regain more bombs down the road. So, let me ask, you think this is the best play right now going to Karika Village? I always thought so because there are plenty of chests to open up. There are plenty of chests to obtain and places to regain items relatively easy without costing any money along the way. So, well, that was not the best placement for that. Yeah, that was not the best placement for that. Hopefully I'll come across bombs at some point. Speak and you shall receive. So we got exactly what I wanted when I wanted it. So we are way on our way here. Where's my there it is. So we got the glove, and I think that's all we got out of that mess. Is that all I got? 20 bucks and a heart piece. So we're 1 heart piece away from getting up to 4. And the way this game likes to do early on with me, usually we get those early rupees very early on in the game. So we clean out here. We have plenty of bombs now to do the well. So lastly, we are going down the well. When we come out of the well, we'll stop at the merchant. Into the pot we go. And if anybody's been watching me for a little bit of time, we will have to go see Pot Chicken to see what the Pot Chicken's up to. If like normal, we'll find it in a pot. 20 more rupees. It looks like we're going to get a nice trip to the Goodwill early on. More bombs. No more rupees. Tons of rupees early on. We got the glove early on. If we can get the hammer, we'll have at least access to Dark World if we need it. We got 10 arrows. Go check on Pot Chicken. And there's the Pot Chicken for the night. So we are good to go there. There's a couple of places we cannot check at the moment due to not having a vase. But I'm not too worried about that. I know we'll get arrows later on, but... replenish my bombs and get my 5 arrows. Now we'll continue through the village, knocking out a couple of more checks. Sick Boy's out of the question at the moment, since we don't have a bottle, but we can try to bomb a chicken through a wall. I'm at you. And no, we just blew up two chickens instead. Okay, we have half magic, which is nice. We'll take that. And like I said, we're just going to take it nice and easy through here, see what we come across, figure out what plays we have and don't have at the moment. Oh yeah, the Goodwill is going to look good to us early on. We'll go take a look what's on the library, what's on the ledge. We'll play the game of what we can win at the Olympic race. And we will go from there. Heart piece up on library. Don't know if I'm going to be turned for that. I already do know Triforce hunts seem to give you a lot better items early on. So this looks like it could be a little bit more of a drawn out ordeal. 15 seconds. Usually you get done between 9 and 10 seconds. And we're going to get 10 bombs that we really don't need right now. So we're just going to head on out to the grasslands and see what we have out there. We can do fake ice rod, we can do mini Molnar Cave. This would be the time I would love to find those 4 swords early on like I used to find on the Triforce hunt. I really don't want to get into a fight with you, but apparently I don't know any better and I will. Okay, you got the rupees, I will take the rupees. I'll take those rupees because now we have enough to go to Goodwill and see what they have on offer and what's sitting outside in the salvage bin. Got 2 checks here to do. See what we have. More money. We are rich. We are financially independent. Don't need this much money early on. I know some place is going to clip me over it. Asking me, shall we see? Where's my damn hammer? There's a bottle. That means we're going back to Sick Kid at some point. So I take my bottle, pick up my fish, and now we're going to do the good deed for the day. You always get either magic hearts or 20 rupees. Okay, we got a whole rupee out of the deal. If we go back to do Sick Kid, I will stop at the little merchant shop and see what they have on offer. See if I can get myself a shield early on. I'd love to get a shield early on. So I'm going to bomb that out. And we're going to do Mini Moldorf, see what they have. Extra magic we don't really need. One more rupee. This way. And 5 arrows. Okay, that works too. Fall down the hole. We got 5 checks here. Tops off our arrows. This is another heart. We get the Master Sword, so we have a couple other options that open up because of that. More money and another heart. We are now up. We came in here down to 1 heart. Now we're leaving with 5. I usually don't know what the best play in some of these places are, but I can tell you right now, being attacked by a bird is not going to be the best play to have. We do have 2 fake flipper locations we can. So we'll come back and deal with that. There are 2 more places I can think of that we can build up extra rupees if we need them. I don't think the rest of this game we have to worry about money. I can't think of any way we're going to need to raise more money than what we need for the giveaway. Okay, we're going to get the 20 rupees out of here. Like I said, we're going to be good for a while. So if you guys are just watching on VOD this evening, welcome in. Starting a little early tonight. Don't know how long this is going to take, like I mentioned earlier. So we got about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. We'll see how far we get. It'll set us up nicely for Thursday's stream. Right now, I think we're just going to fake flipper a little bit before we go back up to Sanctuary. Just a couple of tries. I learned this from Koi, so pretty good teacher when it comes to tips and tricks on Legend of Zelda. For some reason tonight, though, this is just not cooperating. There we go. So we're going to fake flipper over here. We have 2 checks to make up this way. Get in here, see if we can back out of it, and then we can walk back in. Okay, it's not going to work the way I want it to. Got ya. Sometimes this works and sometimes it just doesn't, so. But since we have extra money now, a little free time on our hands, might as well go up and see what the Goodwill has on offer this afternoon. On the back end of it, we have $20. So I can tell you right now, that's not going to be worth it. So we'll just do Zora and see what Zora has for us. Okay, I was going to say let's not get sliced and diced, but apparently that's what we're going to do. So Zora we'll come back to later. And right now we're going to head over to Sick Kid and work our way down to Desert. I'm going to see if I can get a quick $50 shield. We got the money, we might as well get the shield. We still got to check Lumberjack and Original Mushroom to see what they have. And when we're checking Mushroom, we might as well go down the log and see what they have to offer. Okay, and Sick Kid will give us $20. I'm telling you, is it telling everybody that I'm poor? Is that what it's trying to tell me? I'm not nearly as poor as everybody think I am right now. I got 618 rupees. I am doing okay for myself. What the heck? I'll go up now and I'll deal with Lumberjack, and I'll deal with Magic Mushroom and see what they have. He's gonna have 20 rupees apiece for me. That's an easy place to come up with money if I need it. And Lumberjack has a heart piece. Just like the library, I don't foresee me coming back for it. You guys keep cutting the tree down. I do not need to deal with it. So we can take out a couple of things while we're here. Keeping myself out of trouble. Coming up this way. Magic Cake. We'll take that right now. And we'll go down the hall here and see what we have on offer. And they're going to give us 5 rupees for our troubles. That's not what we wanted. So we have a glove, half magic, a magic cape, and a boomerang, and the master sword. We don't have anything for no access for what do we call it? We don't have access to Dark World. We have no way to get around in Dark World. So we're just gonna work our way down to the desert now and see what we come out with. The Master Sword will help us out a little bit right now. Keep our enemies away for a little bit. You know, you swing a Master Sword the way I am, and they're still thinking they want to come after me. Okay. That was taken care of. Now we'll head south. Okay, we'll come this way. I know this is going to give out rubies, so I'm a sucker. I'll take it. I will take it. You keep spinning them out, I will take it. I think this is just 50 rupees, but I'll double check just in case. I think this is just rupees. Once I get to about 800, I think I'm going to be good for quite some time. He don't look like he was very happy that I took those rupees. Now we're going to check Old Man in the Cave. See what Old Man in the Cave has to offer. I should be able to go up to Mountain right now. I'd have to figure it out in the dark, but I've been working at it, so maybe I can handle it. We'll find out. Since we're right here. 10 more arrows. A very, very, very slow seed to start off with. So what do you guys think? Mondays, do you think it should be a Triforce hunt? Thursday should be a seed similar to this? Oh, while I'm here, I might as well. Let's go the long way around here and see what's on the ledge. And the ledge has a ruby. We will not be back to the ledge for that. I do notice if we go this way, we don't get nearly hit as much with the sand monsters. The Sandman does not bother us if we stay up against the wall. That's a fairy. That's rupees. That's another pearl. That's a monster that got in my way that probably regrets it. And I think we're going to go up to the mountain and see if I can get in there. I'm sure people would prefer me maybe going up to Easton. I don't have arrows, so finishing that is not going to be an option. Correction, I have arrows, I don't have bow, so that is off the table. Mountain I should be able to figure out where it's getting up there. Once I go into the dark room, I'm not coming back out of it. So make it right here. I could do back of escape, but that's right next to right next to the sanctuary, so I'm sure I can come back to that anytime I want. Okay. If you can keep giving out rupees, I'm more than happy to take them. Okay. There we go. So we come this way. Let's see. How far up do I have to come? There we go. Over this way. Up and over. Now this is the part that gets me because I forget how far down I have to come. All the way down. Come up this way. Come down. And out we go. I'm getting better at it. One of those bats hit me though. Oh man, I have no other option than... Can I take you someplace nice? This looks like a Holiday Inn. I did a Holiday Inn last night. Really? This is the nice place you wanted to go. Okay. Everybody's a critic. Travel with an eggplant and you expect to be wined and dined. I get it. So hopefully everybody's having a good night. Gonna drop down here real quick. See what we have going on down here. Don't want to accidentally hit my bombs at the moment if I don't need to. All this for a heart piece. Bleh. Not what we're looking for. Do I need to make my request No, one more time. Perhaps I do. A little hard to get that back. And we'll climb the mountain one more time. And we'll see what's there on top of the mountain that will make me go. I need to come back for it right away. See what we have on offer. And there's 50 rupees. A lot of money early on. Not a whole lot that's going to help me. Couldn't do that if I wanted to because there is no hammer and no moon pearl. So I guess we'll just do sanctuary. We'll do the back end of escape and head over towards Eastern, I guess. Although I can't finish Eastern at the moment. At least I don't have to worry about Hyrule in house room tonight because we have plenty of rupees. Let's see, drop one of these. Got 3 checks in here. 10. Boots! We got boots! We can now move at the speed of light. Okay. I guess we'll start a sanctuary. I don't think it's any faster sanctuary or going to our house. Go to Retro's house, I don't think it's much quicker that way. So we'll just dodge across here. Head on down. Apples. The weird thing I did not expect to find in this game was apples. Why am I acting like I have a shield right now? I don't. I'm acting like I have more safety equipment than I actually have. Think, Retro, think. Good game. I might as well replenish my health right now since I'm right here. That is in a cup of tea. Okay, we'll head up north, see what we have. Go this way, like this and like that, and like this and like that. Here we are. Save myself a bomb. Moon Pearl! Okay, we have a little bit more Dark World access now. 10 more arrows and 50 bucks. So we are closer now for Dark World access. I believe the big thing I need now is going to be hammer and a light. I need light if I want to be if I want to head over into Agar and do an Agar seed. If I want to do a regular traditional, I'm just going to need a hammer to get access to the Dark World. I didn't think about when I was looking earlier. Now we got to figure out where we're going to get a hammer and where we're going to get light. fully loaded there. Gold Glove. Okay, now we do have Dark World access. Well, limited Dark World access, but now we'll have it on over by Karika Village. We'll have Dark World access. So that will open up. Let's see, we could do part of Thieves, we could do part of Lost Woods. Look at Pod. I don't think we have enough to get through Pod, but we can at least look at it. Okay, so we'll head up this way. We'd love to find... Okay, we have light. Let there be light tonight. Oh, I am happy for that. We got ourselves light. Why does this do this? Let's see, what is my thing? It is. Sometimes I hit a button on this controller and it sets off weird windows on my screen, so... We don't have access to that, but with our light source now we can at least... Well, we will deny you. You are spam. And not even the tasty kind that comes out of a can, which ain't all that tasty anyway. So we will just work our way over here to get the key. Grab a bomb, go through the door. What a night. Just shoot across here. Got plenty of heart, plenty of weapons. There's no good place to hide when those things start flying around. Big key. Okay, we are good to go. We can check the big chest. We can check the back end of Eastern. We do have access to the Dark World now. So we have plenty more options than we had about 5 minutes ago. Arrows, come on. Okay, we have 2 types of boomerangs. And reset the room. Let's see. 2 types of boomerangs. Boomerang and boomerang light, as I like to call it. Sometimes you just gotta choose this a little bit. You could also just use light to see what was going on in the room. I know that's always an option. There's arrows. I will take this as far as I can get. I do believe we hit a brick wall coming up. I believe this is where our brick wall is. I don't think this does anything. It does not. So we went as far as we could. We will go back to Sanctuary. And I think we will enter the Dark World and see what we have to offer. Making sure everybody gets a little bit of eggplant this evening. And if you like what you see, if you enjoyed the roaming eggplant of Hyrule, feel free to drop a follow if you like. If you're on YouTube, feel free to drop a sub. This is all eggplant approved. We'll just drop down here. I don't think outside of the bookshelf I'm really missing much of anything. Powerful eggplant. And we're going to see what we have in this village. I could do Kermit the Frog. Check on him. That might be an option. Here should be one quick check. Just trying to take out all the easy checks along the way. And now we have magic. Magic Bat comes into play. Well, Magic Bat will come into play once I find the hammer. We have the dig game. We can pick up Kermit. Okay, save and quit. We'll head back to Sanctuary. Old man moves pretty good for being in his 60s and 70s. Moves pretty damn well, I would say. I wanted way up for me. I still need my AARP at this point. So don't trust me, I'm just an eggplant. What do I know about traveling? So we don't have Magic Bat. We'll exit and go back in. Please don't give me money. The hammer! We are on our way now. If we didn't have enough Dark World access before, we definitely have it now. And I am going to... Once I'm done hitting it with the boomerang, I'm going to get the hammer out. But now we'll just do Magic Bat and see what comes up from that. We already got some good stuff as it is. I would love a bow. Anybody want to donate a bow to the cause today? Okay, heart. I'll take it. Get up the doorway and out the front door. Now, will that work with the chest? See if I can pick up the chest now and come back. That can get me a second check knocked out of the way. I guess we're going to find out if we can take that chest back to the light world and bring it down to the guy to get checked out. That's where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And we also have the ability now to do Peg Cave and see what... they do that with it when you run with the hammer. I don't know how they do it. We might actually learn it. I think that's something for YouTube later tonight or tomorrow at work. I do on my lunch hour. Did you have a good lunch hour? Yes, I was out here learning how to do things in Zelda. Okay, blue mail. Take that. Pick that up. Now let's see if we can take that back to the light world. Please tell me we can take that back to the light world. We'll go to Retro's house. Cool, we can take that back with us. Okay, we'll pick that up again. No running with the boots. Okay. Not the friendliest of neighbors. We'll make that work. Let's see if we can get off it over here. 20 rupees. Boy, if I didn't have any money, I'd be left the creek without a paddle right now. I guess we'll do Shindig Cave. I think that's going to be an option for me. Probably my best option right now. Shindig taught me very beginning of the streaming and open worlds and all. When it comes to checking in the dark world, whenever I have the opportunity, this needs to be one of the first places I check. You know, whenever I come this way, I make sure I take 2 seconds and check this one out. Usually it gives me something halfway decent. Bombs, hearts. Okay, we're working right up the butter sword. And a heart. Nothing in weaponry really outside of the tempered sword. Just cut across. I still also have one check that I know I can do with Fake Flipper, and that would be under the bridge. So if I get an opportunity, that's what I'll do next. Or next time I'm in the light world with not much to do. I can't do the book yet because I don't have, basically I don't have the book. So I still have Goodwill I still need to knock out. Come on. Boy, this is a sad excuse for trying to learn how to dig. Okay, I got it hard. Not gonna complain. Off I go. I'm good with that. Okay, so we did Kermit the Frog, we did the chest, we did entrance to mountain in the light world, I'm not worrying about the library, it's only a heart piece. I'm not going to stress over that. See what we have in here. Sure. I'll go an hour and a half without a shield just because I'm just kind of lazy in that respect. should be able to knock out should be able to knock this one out rather easily. Seems like when I do on a regular enough basis that I should feel comfortable with it. Okay, so we'll head up north. Come down this way. See what's in this chest. The flute! Please remind me to go back and see the flute. Get my duck. That will open up check a cave the moment I... Let's see here. That should open check a cave for me once I actually find what do you call it? Mirror. Still don't have a mirror, so anything over here I need. I'll take the heart just in case. Key and the heart. Some people like to take the heart last, since you may need it right before you start fighting the thief, but I'm not too worried about it. With me here, people. I don't ask for much out of life. Probably I do, but that's not the point. That is not the point I'm trying to make right now. We'll head up, we'll get the chest, bomb out the floor. I don't know exactly what those are. If those are roaches, if they're grasshoppers. Whatever they are, if they leave me alone, I leave them alone. All that for 5 rupees. So we got the floor bomb. Go back where we came from. We're good on magic. Let's take my sweet time. That was nice. I'll take that. That's a good thing about the temper sword. It takes out those, what they call quite easily. Those blobs. Really need that to go that way. We'll go this way where it's a little bit safer. Don't need the rupee. Let's see if we get the key along the way. Out the gate. We have one key. I have the hammer, and And I have the big key, so we'll be able to check the big chest. Go this way to go check the chest to see what we have. Excuse me. Go. We get nothing worth my time. And if I want to hold on to that magic cape, that could help me out if things get a little bit off. If I struggle a little bit, we have an option. An empty fortune cookie is rather unfortunate. Two. That worked. Gotta like, and now we're gonna become the white version of the eggplant. Oh, every time I become an eggplant, I end up turning into a white one, and I start questioning why do I pick the eggplant. But then I remember it's an eggplant. Why wouldn't you want to be an eggplant? So let's take a look at things. Ice Powers has the red crystal, so I'm not going to need to deal with that. Put it this way, I'm not dealing with that. Pod, Swamp, Misery Mire, Lost Woods, and Trinex all have crystals. And the two things I don't have that I would love to have is the mirror right now and the flippers. So we're going to go with Sanctuary. And we will work our way to get the flute right now. Well, we have the flute, but we want to get the duck. That's where we're headed. See what we can make out of that. That would open up checkerboard once I actually get a mirror. So this is kind of like a little practice stream tonight with this. I want to get used to open world a little bit. Been doing for a couple of weeks now Triforce Hunt. And I don't think it's it. There we go. There's my duck. Duck, my name is Flute. So we got our flute now. And let's see, where do we want to go? My tracker tells me the only thing I can do right now is the one that I did. Just mark that one off as completed. It's a crystal. Let's see here. Okay, that's how we do it. Alright. I'm still learning how my tracker works since it will not automatically update itself to save my life. Coming this way, we don't have the right crystal for that. I can't swim in the dark world. Can't swim in the light world. Can't swim in the dark world. We come in here. At least we'll get one check over here. Or two checks. And there's my flippers. Okay, I will take that. You will not hurt my feelings with that. And another heart piece, but we have flippers. We can do things. I just need now the other piece of the puzzle. It don't matter where I start. I could use a hook shot right now too. That'll get me to the other side of the mountain. Although I do have the hammer, so that would get me there too. What I can do right now is King's King. We'll knock that out real quick. That's one more check. $50, so that doesn't do squat for me. We have more than enough for the Goodwill, which is where I'm headed now. Let's see if we get to the flute. And we'll just head up to the Goodwill now, see what they have on offer. I should be able to take out Aga if I want. Not that I really want to, but it is an option. And if I want to take out Aga, that would open up Dark World. We can check the pyramid. Well, we can still check the pyramid. And, well, let's say it's the fake flippering earlier that I was talking about doing. Open up for me these two chests. Hey, there's the shield that I bought early on. And $20 more just to add insult to injury at this point. Why do I love these? Let me count the ways. 1 rupee at a time. I'm not going to worry about going back there for 20 rupees. Just shoot up here. Exactly have what I need. I just move across here like this. And what do we get for 500 rupees? Okay. Take a heart. Do I want to do Aga? I got more than enough to handle it. Sure. Let's see what we grab out of Aga, see if anything that's going to help us along the way. We already did Back of Escape. We did most of everything we need to do right now. But I have no problem doing Aga. It was coming at some point anyway. I'll just take my sweet time with it, it'll be fine. From a distance, these people should not bother me at all. Oh, I'm not going to let you hit me. How about you don't hit me today? Like I said, nice and cautious, we'll be fine going up to Aga. 5 rupees, 20 rupees and 5 arrows. Go this way. There's not much that these enemies are going to give me that I don't already have. Okay. We get a key, which I can use. Maybe try to miss a chest or something. Okay, that just did something. Probably open up that door that I don't need to have opened. We'll just continue on. So if you guys enjoy what you've seen tonight, feel free to drop a follow or a sub, depending on what streaming service you're watching on. We're not going to deal with the guys with the arrows. Really? He just fell right off the cliff for no reason. You do not make friends very easily, do you, sir? So we're going to head on up. At least they're a two-shot kill. I take the bombs, I don't need them. How about we don't, sir? Key. How about we just knock the back and clear off the game field? How about that? Plenty of arrows, plenty of bombs. Half a heart away from having all the hearts I need. And we're just not going to play around here with these people. We're just going to go up the stairs and avoid that. That would be a horrible idea to take them on. Just like that. Clumsy little eggplant going up there to kick some ass. That's where we're headed. Okay. Like I said, I don't think we're going to have enough time tonight to finish this game. I would probably bet money on the fact we won't. But at least it gives me a taste of what this is going to be like going forward. And I kind of wonder how other streamers can beat this game so quickly. Practice and repetition, I'm sure, but... Blue ball, we'll just hang up here. Slowly take our time. Blue ball. I don't know how many blue balls they're going to throw at me. We try to take this sweet time. One more hit should do it. Stop throwing the blue balls at me. And anytime you want to stop throwing blue balls at me. Anybody keeping score right now to how many blue balls this guy's throwing at me? There we go. Sir, you're not being very patient with me over here. Okay, so we'll check the pyramid. Kind of what I came out here for. Pyramid has a heart on it. Sure, why not? Not ideally what I want, but I'll take it. Maybe I can do something with it down the road. I got plenty of magic. I guess we're gonna go to I guess we'll go see Catfish and see what Catfish is willing to donate to my cause this evening. I'm not expecting a whole lot from Catfish. Other streams seem to get a lot of good stuff out of Catfish. For some reason, I don't usually get much of anything out of it. But that's what it is. Let's grab one of these, come over here, go plop, and we'll see what he throws at me. Last time I got a book. $20. Okay. So we got $20. Save and quit. We'll do Marin now that I have my hammer. We can actually do the top half of Marin now. Well, actually no, we can't because I still don't have I don't have the mirror to do that. So we still gotta stay down on the lower level. So where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Yes. Well, if we were in the Dark World, we could have. Well, we can still do it. We can check Flute Boy, see what he has to offer. Perhaps he'll have a book or. That would be nice if he had a book. And I still got 500 rupees to play with. So I could even go back and pick up the $500 shield. Where am I going? I'm going this way. We're going this way to get to the Dark World. Please stand by while I figure this out. So we're well on our way to where we need to be. Just lift this up, and we'll see what Flute Boy has to offer today. I hope it's not a shovel. That would probably break my heart since that's something I wouldn't be able to do too much with. Okay, speaking of things I can't do too much with. So let's look at the map and see what my possibilities are. Can't do Marin? No, I can't do Swamp. Pod, I can go into Pod. I think I need arrows for Pod. For the mimics, so I think with that I'm going to run into the same problem I deal with Easton. Which is a shame. Misery Mire I can't do. I don't have the right shield crest for that. I don't want to go into ice powers, but I can't even do that without a mirror. So 7, I guess. Crystal 7 is the only thing I have option for. I'm guessing that's all I have options for right now. Unless I want to go into pod and just do as much as pod as I can do. I'm not going to make too much progress in there, I don't think. We'll go up there and we'll explore a little bit. I know the halfway house outside of it only has 4 hearts, which, although I could use 4 hearts right now, I don't feel like taking the time with that. Now we're going to go see Kiki. Ten rubies to hang out with me. Oh, I get hit because Kiki runs away. So we'll look at pod, we'll see what's going on there. Take it from there. Just to remind everybody, Mondays and Thursdays we do Zelda like this. Saturday it's a toss-up between Zelda and anything else random that I want to do. This last Saturday we did Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. We got about, I guess, halfway through the seed. We'll be working on it again this upcoming Saturday. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to stop by. Stream starts at 9 o'clock. Just scoot on by here. This side will be limited what I can do because of the mimics. Now if I happen to pick up an arrow someplace along the way, or the bow, I mean, I would be happy for that. I don't think I'm going to see that. I think this is where I'm going to get stuck. Because it works. Nope, can't do anything with him. So we'll just go back out where we came from. And I'll just worry about the rest of the scene right now, and hopefully we're not passing up an opportunity to get the big key. We're going to hope that wasn't the big key that we're walking away from now. We do have a small key, so we can do a little bit. And with the hammer, we should be able to defeat it. Let's do this real quick. We'll bomb this out. We're still locked behind a key. Another medallion. I still don't think that's the medallion I need. So we'll Go back up the stairs. Any more hearts up here I can steal? So now I'm a one-shot on those things, which is nice. We'll come back for that once I get... So we have a key, which is somewhat useful. Oh, that's going to be nice in this room. I'm not even worried about the key. We'll go down. See what we got to work with here. 20 rupees for me. The key. And a map, which I don't really need a map. Maybe I needed the map for that. A chest over here, check. A heart piece, so, which I don't need. We'll go back, we'll take out the other room, the maze. Usually people bomb that out, but I have no problem bombing it from the other side. Here's the big key. We can get down this way. Another heart piece. Now we're around 10 hearts. And the big chest will have what? Another heart. Plenty of hearts. Just now I need a place to go with them. We'll take this trip around one more time. Active beast resistance. All I wanted them was to fall off the edge. I didn't need them to particularly die, but to each their own. I think I have the big key already. I guess whatever's lying behind the mimics is not going to be the most important thing to me. Well, shoot. Well, those are the mimics again, so we can't do anything more in this location. Well, so much for that theory. So let's think. Where do we want to go? Does anybody have a suggestion where we should go right now? Open to ideas. I can't think of where exactly would be a good place to send off to, but I guess we'll stay in the light world, I guess, because I really don't know what else to. Where else I would want to go at this point? I can ice palace this if I want. Don't really want to. So do we want ice palace? Wherever I go, I'm not going to want to be going to. Let's be real. I have flippers, no, I don't have a mirror, but I have flippers and I can swim and... I don't have a fire rod though. I kind of need one of those. Can I take out ice rod with the lamp? It's not as good as a fire rod, but before we do that, I suppose I should do the bridge. I should probably do the bridge check before I go in. If I do the bridge check beforehand, I can see if I get any free gifts out of that. Magical Island is going to be a waste of my time. That's 20 rupees. I don't see anything in my future with that. Next 3 Fridays, I'm going to be getting up kind of early, so it'll probably just be a midnight stream up to midnight on Thursdays, 8 to midnight, 9 to midnight. Just so everybody's aware. Thursday's usually my late night streaming. That was a waste of my time. That was 20 rupees I did not need. 500 rupees. Is it worth me going through the pond of happiness and building up my bomb reserves? I could probably build up to 20 before I go into Ice Palace. I'm here anyway, might as well get some joy in my life. Lord knows we're not going to have much joy once we get into Ice Palace. We can build up. I guess we can see if I can do this a couple of times. Got a whole bunch of rupees. What else am I going to do with them? Might as well go 30 and 30 on it. And then we'll go into Ice Palace and see what we can do with Ice Palace. Ice Palace is not one of my strong dungeons, so I maybe get this. But kind of like a dead squirrel with double yellow paint on it. I don't think much of an option. Oh, bombs. I'm glad we built those up. I figured those might come in handy at some point. That's supposed to work with the bombs if you try to bomb them. You can use a bomb or a bombos. That makes more sense than the bombs. Did I get one of those yet? Is that bombos? We're gonna find out. That could be bombos. I think that's bombos. There we go. I'm an idiot wasting bombs for no reason at all. Okay, like I said, this wasn't my strong dungeon, so I guess we're gonna learn a little bit today. Let's see, we're gonna go down. I got double magic, I might as well improvise. Some bombs back that I wasted earlier for me. There we go. Now we'll go to the right. See what we got to the right. Here. Nothing that I can get myself through. Now I have to get some more magic in my life. I have to come across some magic now. Got some hearts out of the deal, so I guess I can't complain too much about that. Cool, we'll just go down the well. Magic, and a whole rupee. This is where I'm going to run into problems. I suck at these type of... I don't know why I am so bad at those. I am. Okay, we're gonna have to use the boomerang, I think. Something should be said for the fact that I am not strong at these. I'm not strong at all at them. Well, 10:30. I'm not going to press too much further on this. Like I said, this is more of a learning experience for me tonight to see how we're going to make out with seats like this and how much I need to learn and how much time I'm going to need to give towards it. We're seeing about an hour and 30 minutes. We have one crystal and hopefully I was close to getting something that was going to be helpful to me. So we're going to come back to this type of seed possibly next time, but I may go back to Triforce Hunt for a little bit longer and work on that. So we're going to move to the big ending and we're going to find somebody to raid for the evening. I kind of have an idea who I want to send off to.